tell you, you're stubborn, a child?
But Miss Sarah, listen. I want to learn to cook the West Indian. Okay, can I borrow the blender then?
No. You can't use the blender. Mr. Moses going to be mad at me for letting you do that.
But how's he gonna know?
Well, he have this way of finding things out.
Miss Sarah, are you afraid of him?
Well, he's my husband, Lisa.
I know that, yeah, but it's like you allow him to do whatever you...
What is she doing here?
Alex, you're home early?
So you're teaching her to cook in my house?
Well, Lisa just wants to...
It's all right, Miss Sarah.
I don't want any rascals in my house. When she learns to conduct herself as a decent young woman, then she will be allowed in this house. That little son of a...
All right.
Now, the next time I find her in my house, I'll personally wring her neck.
But, Alex, you have to learn to understand Lisa. She might be a little crazy, but she's a good girl. Alex, but Alex, those are certificates from the company?
I know that. Put them back.
Yeah, but...
Just put them back. Mix me a drink.
A drink?
You heard me.
What do you want?
Scotch.
Scotch?
Yes, scotch.
You want some ice in it?
No, straight.
But Alex, I should not be doing this, because you remember, you're on medication. And the doctor says if you're on medication, you should not be drinking alcohol.
My life is in my own hands, not the doctor's.
Alex, what's wrong?
49 years. 49 years. I swept the floor, emptied the garbage. I even carried load on my head for customers. I was 14 years old.
Alex, just tell me what...
I sacrificed my blood, sweat, and tears for this blasted company. Pour me another drink.
No.
Give me the bottle, Sarah.
No, Alex, you had one drink already.
Don't defy me, Sarah. Give me this bottle. Give me this bottle.
What?
I'm feeling dizzy.
Same thing I tell you. You're stubborn. Come, look, take that. You feeling better now?
I'll be all right. "49 years.
And you'd be the first one.
No, Sarah. For God's sake, I'm fired.
Fired?
Yes, fired.
You, Alex? But how come?
It was so stupid. Never felt so humiliated in my entire life. But he really got me mad.
Who got you mad?
Young Simpson. Ever since he took over management of the company from his father, he's been pushing everyone around.
Yeah, but I still don't understand.
You know what he did? Behind my back? He
What?
made my position as top manager redundant. Wants me to go downstairs to work among clerks and porters. Imagine me, Sarah, among clerks and porters downstairs.
Yeah, but,
Huh?
but Alex, Alex.
I tell him I have none of that.
But Alex, he's the manager.
But that doesn't give him the right to push me around as some little boy. I gave 49 years of my life to this company. I stood with his father through thick and thin, even when he had to make unpopular decisions, which didn't go down well with the workers.
Well, then why not call his father?
He's retired.
Yeah, but the old man always listens to you, Alex. He respects you. Call him.
Mr. Simpson, Alexander Moses, sir. No, sir. That's his side of the story. No, I was never against computers, but there's always a right way and a wrong way of doing things. But I didn't know that, sir. Well, I hope you get better soon, sir.
What he said?
He's not well, and there's nothing he can do.
Well, Alex, you work hard all your life. Maybe the good Lord planned it that way?
Ah, sir, don't give me this good Lord nonsense. I don't want to hear about it.
But Alex, you work 49 years. What difference 1 year?
You never understand anything. Tell me, how many people make 50 years in one company?
I don't know.
Precisely. People make 10, 20, 30, 40, but never really 50. Now that little upstart just deprived me from achieving my lifetime dream.
Yeah, but there's nothing you can do about that.
That's why you're wrong, Sarah. I'm gonna fight Simpson to the very end, even if it costs me my last penny. Edward, once I questioned whether I made the correct decision by sending you to study law. But now, I have no doubt. Sarah?
Yes?
When are you expecting Edward?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean you don't know? Isn't he on vacation?
Yes?
Fine, call him. Find out when he's coming. I'm off to see my lawyer.
Lord Jesus, forgive me, Lord. Edward, how am I going to tell your father you're not coming home this year? How am I going to face him to tell
Do you always talk to photos?
Child, you frighten me, you know. Look, Lisa, I don't know if you...
Don't worry, he's driving off.
Look, I don't know what to make of you, no, child.
Miss Sarah, you look kind of worried.
It's nothing, child.
Yeah, but that's what you always say when you worry.
Well, child, you just worry yourself too much, eh?
You know, maybe I can help you, you know?
You help me? Little girl, if I have a problem, you is the last person I come into life.
Miss Sarah, you should never judge a book by its cover, you know? Listen, I majored in psychology at college. All right then, where do we start? Are you leading a sexually fulfilling life?
Why you ask me that?
Because it's a general feeling, yeah, that older people do not enjoy sexual intercourse. But that's a myth.
Tell you what, you too crazy for me. You need to set it up.
Miss Sarah?
What?
Do you think I'm gonna find a good man here to marry?
And you? Married?
Yeah, but I don't want a man like Mr. Moses.
Why not?
He's gonna be too boring in bed.
Watch, child. I don't know what time Mr. Moses...
Don't worry, we're gonna hear the car. Listen, how did you, Mr. Moses, get hitched?
Get what?
I mean, like, how did you two get together?
But you know, this is real funny.
What?
None of my children ever asked me that question.
You ever tell them?
They never asked me.
You know what, yeah? That was this time, right? That I asked my mom about the first time she had sex, right? You know what she said?
What?
It was so funny, right? She said that once she and my dad went out, yeah? And then when they came back, they did it underneath the house. Listen, is that how you and Mr. Moses did it the first time?
Child, Mr. Moses never touched me before we get married.
You're joking!
I grew up in a Christian home.
Yeah, but Mr. Moses is not a Christian.
He is a woman.
You know what? People say you don't believe in God.
Look, child, never let me hear you say that in this house. Watch, you like to listen to too much old talk and gossip. Why don't you just go back to England where you come, okay?
Oh, bloody hell, Sarah.
Lisa.
Sorry, I forgot you're a Christian. Is that your family?
Oh, yes. This is my eldest son. He's a medical doctor in America.
Is he married?
Happily married with 3 children. Come. Put this one. Let me show you the rest of the family in this album here. Come, Lisa. Come. See?
Nice looking family. And 3 girls. He must be a busy man in bed, Miss Sarah. And who's the young lady?
Oh, that's Lucy. That's my daughter. She's a nurse in America too.
And who's that handsome looking bloke?
Oh, that's Edward. He's my last son. He's studying economics and law in America.
Are you expecting him back for the summer?
Well, I'm not sure.
You know, I'd really like to get to meet him.
Well, child, you know something? Edward is just like his father. He hates dreadlocks.
You know what? Maybe I can cut my hair by the time he gets here.
Well, that's the best thing you could do for yourself, child.
But Sarah, you're a Christian, innit?
Yes.
Then why are you so hung up about my hair? You told me, yeah, that the Lord looks on the inside of a person and it doesn't matter about the outward appearance.
But child, what is on the inside always show on the outside.
Oh, that's nonsense, Miss Sarah. You can't judge me. You don't know what's inside my head.
No, dear, but I know what's on top of your head.
What's with you, Miss Sarah?
Watch. Child, I find for one young woman you're too stubborn.
You know, you're just like my mom. You never respect another person's opinion.
So you expect me to respect you when every day you're rhyming on the blocks with a little bunch of hooligans?
They're not hooligans, Miss Sarah.
Please forgive me. They're not hooligans because you're getting free marijuana from them and God alone knows what else you're getting free.
Miss Sarah, why don't you just get off my back?
You know, that is the problem with you all young people. All you never like to listen to the voice of wisdom. But it's alright. One day, when you see they go put some crack cocaine in a marijuana for you, then you go want to come to your senses. But by then it will be too late.
What do you mean?
What I mean? Just 2 weeks ago, a 14-year-old boy never smoked a cigarette in his life, climbing on the blocks with his friends. They offered him a first spool of marijuana. That was the first and the last spool he ever took. Because right now, his mother bawling she eyes out. She don't know if she could ever get back she son how he was. Because of the crack cocaine they put in the marijuana for him. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you're just saying that to scare me, yeah? That's not really true, right?
Watch, child, you got to leave Mr. Moses' spot.
Yeah, but I know Miss Sarah, but I just need...
Pass through the kitchen, run, move.
Thought I heard you talking to someone.
Alex, you're back already?
I changed my mind.
Why?
Because I know what my lawyers will say already. That the union handle it, labor commission, arbitration, they will use every conceivable delaying tactics. All because they don't want to ruffle Simpson's feathers. You called Edward?
Well, Alex, I forgot to tell you that Edward might not be coming home after all.
What? He told you that?
Sort of?
What do you mean sort of? Out of it, Sarah, what is it you're not telling me?
Well, Edward said he had things to take care of.
Things? What things?
He didn't say.
And you didn't ask?
Well, Alex, Edward said he was going to speak to you.
You're always too soft with that boy. But as long as I am maintaining him, he will do exactly as I say. Edward, boy, you bring me a blooming bloody answering machine. I hate this technology. Listen, Sarah. You get Edward as soon as possible down here. And in future, I will not tolerate you withholding any such information from me.
Lord Jesus, I need your guidance in this situation, Lord. I'm back from service. We had a beautiful sermon this morning. The pastor preached about the prodigal son. And it was so touching. I just know everything is going to work out all right. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Look, Alex, I don't know how long you won't keep up with this now. Oh, my goodness. Alex, you want something to eat? You want something to drink? Look, Alex, don't do this to me now. Don't do this to yourself. It's 3 days now since you put something in your mouth. Watch, I called Edward and he said he's going to come home as soon as he can. Look, Alex, I cannot handle this thing all by myself. I'm going to call the children. Maybe they could give me some better advice. Hello? Albert? Okay. Hook up your sister on the line. I want to speak to both of you one time. Hello? Lucy? Albert, you there? No. I am fine. Is he on fire? No? He's sitting on a rocking chair going back and forth. Back and forth. Well, child, you know your father, and you know I cannot call the doctor for him without his consent. Look, he says it's Edward he wants. He don't trust the lawyers and them down here. But if he said... Oh, right, okay. Right. And if there's any change, I'm going to call you all. Okay. And kiss the children. Okay. Look, Lisa, you know you should not be here.
But Sarah, I just need to sort something out with you.
Sort what out?
Is he mad at you because of me?
What? Child, look, this has nothing to do with you. This is a family matter, and I don't want to upset Mr. Moses anymore.
Then why are the blokes heckling me?
What blokes are heckling you?
They saying that I'm the cause of Mr. Moses' depression.
Child, look, that is just not true.
Then what's wrong with him? Why isn't he talking?
Look, Lisa, that have nothing to do with you. It's a family matter.
Then why are they saying all those things about
What
me?
are they saying, Lisa? What are they saying?
They say that I promised to give Mr. Moses a piece of the action. And that... They say that unless I fulfill my promise, Mr. Moses is never going to talk again.
Nasty, low-down slut.
I'm not a slut, mind you, and I ain't afraid of you, you know.
You dirty little bitch, out.
Alex, take it easy. Lisa, stop it.
You should be thanking me for getting him to break his silence.
I break a neck.
Come on, then, try it.
Look.
So help me God, I'll break you in two.
Alex,
I thought you didn't believe in God.
Look, Lisa, stop it. Stop it, or else I just have to call the police.
All right, then. Go ahead and call the police while I settle something with him. What is it with you? Why don't you like me? Is it really because of my hair? Or is it true what the blokes are saying?
Get out. Get out.
You want me to get out of your house, yeah? I don't mind, I can get out. But not before you prove who you really are. Yeah? You want me to get out? Sure.
Get this lunatic out of my house.
Lisa.
Edward, get this lunatic out of my house.
What's going on here?
Get out of my house.
Edward,
You know what? I saw your picture, yeah? But I'm really...
Get out and stay out.
Edward, you come here, tell nobody you come in.
So good to see you, man.
You just reach.
What took you so long to get here, young man?
Hi, Dad.
Come, we have matters to talk about.
Alex, the boy just come.
And since when you're dressed like that?
It's more comfortable to travel like this, Dad.
You are a law student. Remember that. And you get treated by the way you're dressed. I don't want any son of mine traveling around like some tramp. Now sit, let's talk.
Edward, you hungry?
Not really, Mom, but I could drink something now.
Now the both of you have already wasted enough of my time.
Edward, I'll bring you a big glass of orange juice.
Thanks, Mom.
So I guess you heard what happened, huh?
Mom gave me some information.
And you showed no interest in my well-being.
But Dad, I'm here now, aren't
I
I?
had to go into a state of depression to get you down here. Okay, no excuses, Edward. Don't talk.
Look, son.
Thanks, Mom. Sorry I didn't get a chance to pick up anything for you. Maybe next time, all right?
Oh, that's all right, child. The good Lord bring you back safe and sound. That is all that matters. So, Edward, how your studies going?
Sarah. We'll talk about that later.
Edward, I call you, I leave message on your unsigned machine.
But Mom, I thought you told me that he wasn't well.
But, ma, wait.
Okay, Edward. I would like you to look at these carefully.
Excuse me, Daddy.
It's a copy of our Constitution. See what it says about the right to work. A copy of our last union agreement. See what it says about profit sharing, overtime, etc. All that you need to know is in there.
What I really need to know from you, Dad, is were you dismissed or were you sent to my retirement?
I was dismissed.
Then can I see the letter?
They didn't give me one.
What do you mean they didn't give you a letter?
But that's not relevant now.
They dismissed you from your job.
That's not relevant now. What's relevant is that we have to teach those bastards a lesson out there.
But I'm not even a qualified.
You have a legal head on your shoulders. Use it, man. Advise me. Then we'll take the next necessary course of action.
Look,
Can you sure I can't do this thing? You know?
Edward.
You have... What's the matter with you?
Edward, I tell your father.
Who asked you for your advice? Stay out of this.
Don't you dare raise your voice down like that.
Listen, young man. Let my voice be the loudest in here. You're in my house now. And don't bring your liberal attitude in here. And take that stupid thing off your head. You're in my house. That's the end of it. He has to leave, and that's that.
Look, Alex, I'll talk to him when I come from visiting the hospital.
That's the end of it. Walks inside there like some tramp. And to make matters worse, he's putting some ridiculous hairstyle. What do you think my house is, the ghetto? Huh? Next thing you know, he's smoking marijuana in my house.
Alex, Edward will never do a thing.
I won't put that past him. I brought him up as a respectable young man, not a disobedient rogue. Now, had I known that things were going to turn out that way, I was going to leave him right here. Let him work for some miserly salary, maybe as a teacher or in the bank or something of the sort. But I wanted the best for him. I wanted the best for my children. And when I need him most of all, he's some sort of stupid letdown.
Alex, well, it's only a hairstyle. You know the kind of influence it has had on them younger children when they go in the bigger countries.
That's not how I brought him up.
Look, Alex, I'll try and get him to cut the hair.
Now, if you used to support me, Sarah, in time past, instead of running to church every day with that Bible in your hand, things were going to turn out differently with that boy. But I'm stepping out. I want him out of my house on my return.
Oh, dear Jesus, I need your help, Lord. I'm weak, I'm frightened, I'm confused. I don't know what to do, Lord. But I need you, God, to calm the storm that is about to destroy this family and bind the hands of Satan and free Edward from that spirit of disobedience. Please, Lord, free Edward, Lord.
Why don't you pray for God to break Daddy's control over all of us? Eh?
Edward?
I've been away for 1 whole year, you know, Mom. I come back this morning, and up to now that man hasn't asked me how it has been for me in New York. He gets himself in one little scrape, you know, and he just drags me back here as if I'm his little page boy and expects me to solve his problem as if he finds I look like James Bond in some 007 movie.
But, Edward, your father is upset because...
Because of what? Because of what, Mom? Hmm? Because of a hairstyle? Because he doesn't approve of my dress code?
Look, Edward, you know your father. You know the things he approves of and what he disapproves of. And you should have known this would have been his reaction when you come in here with your hair like that.
It really had nothing to do with me, no, Mom.
What then?
That man has fallen from grace from a company that he idolized. He can't deal with it. So he wants me, his son, to help him prop up his ego.
That's not a fair thing to say about your father.
Then why doesn't he hire a qualified lawyer to handle this case, Mom? Huh? Huh? You know the amount of ridicule I had to go through because of them people and them who got fired, all because of him?
Edward, why are you bringing up that now?
Because nobody allowed to voice their feelings once that man around.
Look, Edward, just do what you know is right. Hurt you here and your father will forget everything.
Why I always have to do something to please him, eh? You've allowed him to dominate us all our lives. Look at how he treats you. Like a flow cloth.
Watch your mouth in this house, boy.
Sick and fed up of its control, Mom. I can't do anything in this place without thinking how Daddy gonna react to it. Eh? I wonder how Daddy gonna feel if I do that, boy. I wonder how Daddy gonna say it's like if I don't have a mind of my own, Mom.
Edward, child, I can't believe this is what America has done to you, Edward.
It's my first year at university and you want me to give him legal advice.
Well, Edward, your father has confidence in you, Edward. You are always his favorite and you know it.
Puppet, that's what it is.
Look, Edward, your father makes sacrifice for every one of you. And he may not show it, Edward, but he loves you.
She has a unique way of showing love, though. Do as I say or clear out of my house. I put up with it all my life, Mom. Sorry, but I can't do it any longer.
Edward. Edward, listen to me. Don't let Satan use your anger to destroy you.
Satan? Look at you. You've allowed him to blind you all these years and you don't even realize it.
Edward, child, you don't know what you're talking about.
I hate him. I hate that man, Mom.
Edward. Edward, listen to me, child. Your father is not a perfect man. None of us is perfect. I may not always agree with the way he do things, But he's still your father and my husband, Edward, and nothing can change that. He's part of me, Edward, and I'm part of him. So you can love me and hate him, Edward. It does not work that way, child. Edward, I try to bring you up as a decent Christian young man. And every day while you was in America, Edward, I pray and I ask God to bring you back here safe and sound. But now that you're back, Edward, I realize that something is not right, child. Something is eating you up on the inside, Edward. Whatever it is, Edward, whatever it is, you better deal with it. Because the way I see things heading, I see you and your father in for a big showdown. I have to do my visitation.
The name's Lisa.
Edward.
Listen, I saw your mom just left, yeah? And there's no car in the garage, so I figured you're gonna be here all by yourself. I hope you don't mind.
Are you a detective, Lisa?
No, but let's just say I'm a girl who loves to take chances, yeah? Kinda adventurous, a bit curious, and loves to go after what she wants.
Meaning?
Don't take me too seriously, all right?
Could I offer you something to drink?
There you go, your mother's hospitality.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, sort of.
But you have
an English accent, I know, but don't let it worry you.
You didn't say whether you wanted to drink or not.
Save yourself the trouble.
No, man, it's no trouble. I'll just go and get it, all right?
Listen, I'll tell you what, right? I'll take the drink later, yeah? I think I'll just have a seat in the meantime.
So, who are you?
I know more about you than you know about me.
Quite interesting. What do you know about me?
Well, I know about your past, I know about your present, and I know about your future.
Did you hear something stop outside?
You still afraid of your dad?
Who the hell are you and what you want from me?
You know what? It's like, we're so alike, but still so different. So listen, Edward, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna cut your hair to please your dad?
No way, man.
Well, you don't have much of a choice. Where are you gonna stay?
I have friends.
That's not what I heard. But anyway, yeah, if you're like really serious, you can come and stay downstairs my granny's. It's not really big, but it can hold a bed.
Who's your granny?
Miss Lyris.
Wait a minute. So then, you must be Sharon.
Yeah, Lisa's my first name. That's what they call me in
I
England.
remember, you know, you left here pretty young, right?
Yeah, about age 5.
Sharon. You don't mind me calling you Sharon, do you?
No, if you're comfortable with it.
So, how long you here for? You back on holidays or you staying?
It depends, you know.
Depends on what?
I don't know if I can continue sticking so much shit from that woman, man.
Oh, that's your granny?
Yeah.
So what brought you here?
Well, as my mom. She died not too long ago. It was cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, she smoked too much. You know, she started the habit since she was really young, and then it was just too hard for her to kick the habit.
She never stopped?
Not till the cancer got really worse, and then, by then, there was nothing to be done.
And you haven't learned from your mother's mistake.
Marijuana is different, man.
My mother always used to tell me, if God wanted human beings to smoke, he would have put a chimney in the middle of all of them here.
You know what? My dad used to tell my mom the same thing.
But she never listened.
But it was really hard because it's like this, right? She had to look after 9 of us, right? And my dad was never there. It's like he'd get up in the mornings, yeah, go to work. And then in the evening time, he goes to the pub with his friends. And on the weekends, he'd go again and we'd never see him. It's like he was never there.
And I guess we both have something in common.
Yeah, but he did come around, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like at Mom's funeral, yeah? I never seen him so shook up. And I'm thinking, he really loved her. You know what?
What?
They were like planning to come back home to live, yeah? They bought themselves a piece of land, yeah? And then they were going to build a really big house.
Right.
But Mom's medical bills took all their savings.
Life stinks sometimes, eh? I agree.
You want to smoke?
Nah, man. It's alright. Not inside here. I caused enough trouble already.
Oh, well, let's go outside then.
No, it's okay, man. The neighbors might see us.
So what?
Look, Lisa. I don't smoke, alright?
Then you're a bloody hypocrite. You wearing the lion's mane and you don't want to partake of the holy herb.
Who says once you have locks you must smoke marijuana?
You know what? That's why Josh sent your father to place your backside. He's using him to persecute you.
Look, I had enough for you. I think you should leave.
You're getting angry.
Look, as a matter of fact, I think I have to go out.
You see, it's like father like son. You can't deal with the situation, so you go on the defensive.
What is it you really want from me?
Just send me as your guardian angel. I have to release you from torment and confusion. Listen, Edward, if you're going to be a true Rasta man, yeah, you need to wear the locks and wear it like a true Rasta. But if it's just going to be another hairstyle, you might as well cut it to please your dad.
I can't let him control me like this no more.
But believe
I'm a big man now, man.
I could believe it or not, your dad is still controlling you.
You're wrong.
All right, can I borrow your matches? Yeah?
No! You didn't hear me the first time. Look, just leave.
You know you have really beautiful eyes. Yeah, they're dark, brown, searching, sensitive. And you know what? They light up when you're angry.
What else?
Your lips.
What about them?
Well, they're the most kissable lips I've ever seen.
Do you say this to every man that you meet for the first time, Lisa?
What is it with West Indian men?
What?
A girl can't make a statement without you misinterpreting it.
You were coming on to me.
I was not.
Of course you were.
I was not.
Then what were you doing?
But you were enjoying it, though.
I must say for a minute there, you had me feeling kind of vulnerable, Lisa.
Yeah, but what's wrong with feeling vulnerable?
Look, I really don't know what to make of you, all right? It's like, I hardly know you. I want you to leave, but I guess I want you to stay.
You know what, Edward? You should always trust your first instinct.
still mister? Huh? And you, young woman, thought I told you never to set foot on my property anymore.
Just leave her out of this, right?
Bring her inside here to deposit her filth on my furniture, huh?
How dare you?
Leave this to me, Lisa. Your offer to stay downstairs your granny's house is still open?
Sure.
Then wait for me by the door.
All right.
I can't believe that he is going to shack up with you.
How dare you? For once in his life, Edward is making his own decision. Why can't you give him some support?
From the first time I saw you, I knew there was nothing good in you.
You can't have it your way all the time, sir. For once in his life, Edward is doing something that he wants to do. Why can't you give him some credit?
Yeah. You have gotten another customer for your little brothel.
If I were you, I'd watch what I'm saying, you know. You could be sued for slander.
Get out. Out. Move.
I'll return to collect the rest of my things later on. Let's go, Lisa.
Edward Moses, from today, you are no longer my son.
Look at your coffee.
Good for them.
Who?
What else do you expect? 25 workers to be laid off from this company.
Simpson Associates?
Yeah, when I got kicked off, they all laughed at me. Now it's their turn. Serves them right. They should kick the whole lot of them out.
But why is this young man doing that?
This young generation cares nothing about anyone. All they're concerned that that's the age of the computer. Let the computer take over, put everyone on the breadline, and they'll be happy with that.
Well, then let's buy your own computer and do your work.
Never. I can't believe mine eyes.
Hey, but that's Edward picture?
Posing with his dreadlock concubine.
The teachers?
In a primary school.
And what of them children gather around them now? But he looked happy?
From a law student to a primary school teacher and is happy, huh?
But maybe that's what he wants to do.
Oh, shut up, Sarah. If you don't know what you're talking about. I regret every cent I spend on this boy. School teacher.
Morning, Mom.
Morning, Edward.
What are you doing here?
Come to collect the rest of my things, man.
You no longer have a room here. 2 weeks ago when you walked out of here, I buried you. So, I no longer have a son called Edward.
Look, I just have to go and collect my things.
Warn him, you know, Sarah.
No.
Ask him to stay out of my house.
No. Alex, just let him go and collect his things, please.
Over my dead body.
No. Edward, just tell me what you have to collect and I'll go for it for you.
Stay out of this, Sarah.
No, Alex. I cannot stay out of this any longer. I have been doing this for over 30 years, Alex. Keeping my mouth shut, being the obedient wife. No, it's different, Alex. Can't you see what this is doing to you? What it's doing to the entire family? It's destroying us, Alex. If the child wants to go and get his things, well, let him go and get his things. But don't just say he can't go and get his things.
The only thing he has here is this. Now you owe me for 1 year's university tuition.
I never asked you to send me to university. I didn't want to even study economics or law. You decided that for me. You decide every single thing for me, Dad.
But you should be thankful.
Thankful?
Yes,
for
thankful.
what?
Look at all the crackheads across the street. Huh? They were allowed to do anything they wanted to do while they were growing up. Huh? But I wanted the best for you, Edward. I didn't want my children to be clerks and porters under a boss for the rest of their life.
You wanted the best for yourself, Dad.
Yes, Edward. I wanted the best for myself. Because I didn't want you, neither a sister nor brother, to relive my experience. Not having to grow up without a mother and father and going to the garden took priority over a sound education. That was my life, Edward. But I worked, I struggled, and tried to gather something so that I can educate you and give you a good education. I wanted the best for you.
You want the best for me at all. You wanted a lawyer in this family for your own personal benefits.
That's not fair, Edward.
Then why doesn't he hire a qualified lawyer to handle this case, Mom? Huh? Tell me.
I should have known that things were going to turn out that way. You never had any guts.
You never allowed me to grow up as a normal kid. Never.
So that's your excuse for quitting university to come back and teach, huh?
At least I was doing something that I wanted to do for once in my life.
A convenient excuse to cover up your failure?
Failure, Dad? For the first time I was doing something that gives me personal satisfaction. You're talking about failure?
Yeah. I guess shacking up with a whore and smoking marijuana give you personal satisfaction too.
You know nothing about her.
She's a nasty, dirty, low-down slut. And you are joining with her to corrupt the minds of those poor little children, huh? But I'll put a stop to the both of you.
What you doing, Alex?
What any conscientious, law-abiding citizen will do. And follow the principle.
I can't believe this.
Watch me. Mr. Lord,
Give me that blasted receiver.
give me that. Get out of my blasted house.
You hit me?
Bastard.
You're dead.
Edward, are you alright? How's your dad coming on?
He's home from the hospital, Lisa.
Well, that's good news then. Come on, shut the child up. Did the doctor say he's going to make a full recovery?
They said that the stroke is not as bad as they first thought, right?
Well, that's not so bad then.
I don't know, Lisa. I'm to be blamed for this whole mess.
Edward, you can't keep blaming yourself for everything.
Maybe I should have confirmed to his wishes, you know. Be the nice, decent, obedient little boy I've always been.
Edward, you've been too hard on yourself.
Maybe I should have given him the moral support that he needed.
Listen, you can't keep thinking about that now. The kids are asking for you.
I'm not coming back there anymore, right? That man wanted to make 50 years with that company, you know. That was the lifetime dream that he had. No, look at where it has brought him, huh? All because of me.
Yeah, but Edward, the children are asking for you.
I'm not coming back there, all right?
But why?
Because the headmaster sees me as a troublemaker.
But that is your problem, Edward. You always worried about how other people see you. How do you see yourself? Listen, Edward. We are a team. We constituted the Family Life Program. Listen, the teachers are now saying that meetings are no longer boring because we are there. If you really have to leave, yeah, can you wait till the end of the term?
I have my own problems to take care of, all right?
By sitting in a rocking chair and feeling sorry for yourself.
Just leave me alone, Lisa.
You know, I thought I knew you better, Edward. I told the kids that you were coming back.
How could you do that?
Because I thought you were going to listen to me. But now I realize you're just as stubborn and pig-headed like your dad.
I can't be a hypocrite, Lisa. Can't.
A hypocrite?
How do you expect me to stand in front of a class of little children, huh? And talk to them about values and self-esteem and even relationships in a time like this, Lisa? What am I going to say to them?
Edward, listen. The kids are not asking for perfection. You know, Bob Marley once said, yeah, he who feels it, knows it. They're not asking for perfection. All they're asking for is honesty. Here.
What's this?
Remember Ethelyn in the tuck shop? Her daughter, she did this for you. Remember the bright one who sits on the back of the class? Oh, and by the way, Ethelyn got fired. She's pregnant again, and she has nobody to stand up for her.
How are you feeling, Dad?
Well, the doctor said we have to continue with the exercises.
All right, then. Let me help you a bit.
Alex is only trying to help you. All right, okay, I'll take you back, okay.
Just try a little harder, Dad. I know you can do it. Just...
Okay, I'll take you back inside, Alex. Edward?
He hates me, Mom. He hates me.
So what you going to do, child? Put a gun to his head and command him to change his attitude towards you? Look, Edward, you should take Lisa's advice. I heard every word she said to you just now.
You were listening?
Well, you all were not exactly speaking in secret, you know. Look, Edward, Lisa is a good girl. I don't always share your father's views. But Lisa might be a little crazy, but she's good for you, Edward. She believes in herself, which is something I wish I always had.
But you've always judged her, Mom.
Yes, Edward, that was my sin. But after your father's accident, the Lord showed me this. Who am I to judge? Maybe it's the same thing they did to Christ and John the Baptist. Look, Edward, your father may not show it, but he cares, Edward.
But Mom, you know you've never even hugged me, not even once. Not even once.
Child, we all have our own views on how love and affection should be given. And once it's not done the way we expect, we think that no one cares. But that's not always true, Edward. Sometimes we have to learn to meet each other halfway.
I don't know, Mom. I don't know if I could listen to anything that anybody is saying right now.
Edward, come, child. Come, Edward. You know, Edward, all my life, I always wanted to feel protected. You know, that was the reason why I never questioned or even challenged your father, because I felt it was my duty as a wife. But he may not show it, Edward, but your father loves you, Edward. Yes, it is. Oh, just hold on a moment, please. Edward, it's the university. They want to talk to you. Come on, child.
Hello? Yes, it is. No, I didn't know that. The final paper? In 2 weeks? No. Yes, that would be much better. Yes, I'll have to call you back to reconfirm. All right then. Bye.
What is it, Edward?
It's nothing, Mom.
You can't lie to me, child. Something happened.
Mom, it's nothing, all right? Just leave it.
But Edward, why you have to reconfirm? Edward, I'm talking to you. What you have to
all right, Mom. I think I flunked my first year at university.
You what?
There was a final paper that I didn't complete as yet.
All along, I knew something wasn't right? Is that why you didn't want to come home, Edward?
Mom, I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't focus on anything once I reached in that place. It's like I had no control over anything that I was doing.
Well, Edward, you couldn't talk to somebody?
There were guidance counselors there, yes, but even after I spoke to them, Mom, I felt worse. I felt as though I had no control over my life.
Well, Edward, you have brains, child. Don't forget that.
I know, Mom. That is one of the reasons why I didn't want to disappoint Daddy. I had to find a way to stay back and earn a job to make some extra money. To finish my summer program so I could get the extra credits. The easiest job I could have found was driving a taxi cab. But that in itself could be dangerous, Mom. That's the reason why I decided to grow my hair like this. And I pretended to be a Jamaican so that nobody could take time to me.
going to do now?
I don't know, no, Mom.
How do you mean you don't know, Edward?
Mom, there's a final paper that I have to hand in 2 weeks, right?
But, Edward, will it take you back in school?
I don't know, no, Mom. I don't know. But even if they decide to take me back, where am I going to get the money from to go back to school, eh? You ain't walking, Daddy in a wheelchair, man.
Edward.
Drive man crazy, man.
Look. Edward. Look. I have some money put away in the credit union.
Mom, you can't do that, all right? You can't take your money and send me to school.
But Edward, how you mean I can't do that? I'm only trying to help you, Edward. Is it so wrong for mother to reach out to his son? Look, Edward, whenever things seem to be at its lowest, that is when you have to put faith into action.
Faith, Mom?
Edward, you remember when you were growing up as a little boy? And we used to have our morning devotions. How you used to love the stories about Daniel in the lion's den and Jonah in the belly of the whale and the 3 little Hebrew boys in the fiery furnace.
Mom, I was a little boy then, alright?
So, Edward, but because you're a big man now, faith have no place in your life anymore?
Look, I'm stepping out for a while, alright, Mom?
Where are you going, Edward?
I just have to go out to this place just to clear my head for a while.
Lord, let it not be another disaster, Lord.
Hello? Miss Sarah? Miss Sarah?
Oh, hi, Lisa.
Hi, Miss Sarah.
Hey, how you dress up so? What's the occasion?
Is Edward in?
Yeah, he's inside packing. Packing? He didn't tell you he was going back to America?
Going back to America?
Let me go and call him for you. Edward!
Lisa,
Hi, Edward.
you look beautiful.
Thank you. So I guess that's why you've been avoiding me.
Look, you have it all wrong, alright?
If I didn't come across here, you weren't going to tell me anything.
Of course I was. I was planning to come across and explain everything to you.
I believe you.
You wouldn't understand anyway.
You're right.
Lisa, look, since after my dad's accident, my life has been a living hell. Every time I try talking to him, it's just like, he doesn't even acknowledge that I'm there. It's like if he's using the situation just to torture me.
So is that why you're running away?
I'm not running away, Lisa. I am going back to law school.
But Edward, I thought you hated law school. So you're going back again to please your dad?
No, Lisa. This time, I'm doing it for me.
Are you
But
sure?
there are too many things wrong on this island. Too much inequality. I want to make a difference.
But are you sure they're going to take you back?
I'm not sure at all. Everything will depend on this.
What?
My final term assignment that I have to present to the class tomorrow. Everything lies on this, Lisa.
I come from a small Caribbean island known as the Isle of Spice. Most of you might remember it because of the US-led invasion in 1983. We have a population of approximately 90,000 people. Some of you may find this hard to perceive, only 90,000. But despite this, we have one thing in common with the United States of America. We too have a constitution. And enshrined in this constitution is the right of every Grenadian to religious freedom, the right to support a political party of their choice, the right to work. However, with this right to work comes an equal opportunity of the worker to provide a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. Has your dad seen that?
I've tried sharing it with him a couple of times, but he wouldn't listen to me.
I'll listen if you read it. Go and then read it.
One man.
Go on, Edward, read it.
Edward, don't stop. And this time, you, Mr. Moses,
Go ahead, read it.
you want to listen to your son.
Enshrined in the bowels of this Constitution is the right of every Grenadian to religious freedom, the right of every Grenadian to support the political party of their choice, the right of every Grenadian to work. But with this right comes an equal responsibility of the worker to provide a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. One man, Alexander Moses, who happens to be my father, was a symbol of this responsibility. 49 years of his life he gave to the most prominent business firm on the Isle of Spice. Starting at the tender age of 14 as a messenger boy, he made his way up to the managerial level. He would have become the first employee in the years of that company to make 50 years. But before he could realize his lifetime dream, he was unceremoniously kicked out. He had little or no recourse because he was on management, and everybody saw it as a merely old man being sent home in retirement. Only 3 weeks ago, a young woman earning a mere $350 a month lost her job, all because she became pregnant once too often. Another young woman was sent home during her probationary period, not because she was incompetent, but because she failed to condescend to the sexual advances of her boss. She too had little or no recourse because, believe it or not, sexual harassment is not a crime in our island. The legal system is failing in its duty to protect the constitutional sanctity of the rights of its citizens, irrespective of the age to job security. Alexander Moses, my father, was a victim of that system.
Sometimes life can be hard, life can be dreary. Sometimes life may be tough, frustrations make you weary. Broken hearts, disappointments, so much tears lie ahead in those future years. But behind every dark cloud there's a silver lining, and the darkest of the night is the morning. For that
Edward!
sometimes you just don't feel
Edward, my son.
Let me get a check for you.
No. No share. Lisa. Come, Lisa. Change.
So that's
Blue.
You want to go and change your clothes?
worth living.
Bring him everyone.
Never give up, always keep on trying.
All right.
Well, I guess this is it then. Goodbye forever.
That would depend on you, Lisa.
What do you mean?
You remaining here?
Well, all of a sudden, yeah, I miss my folks.
Look at it this way. I've always wanted to come to England. Ride a double-decker bus, even taking some architecture.
I'll be happy to take you around whenever you can make it.
Sometimes life can be hard, life can be
Edward, I think you
dreary.
should go see what your dad wants.
All right then, let's go with me then.
Yeah, well, I can't go with
Of
you.
course you could. Come on, let's go.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come on, Lisa.
Yeah, well,
But behind every dark cloud there's a silver lining, and the darkest